Good morning. Okay, today I want to talk a little bit about doubling your business in 12 months or less. And this is a strategy that we've used in different businesses when we take a look at, what it is they're doing and how it is that we could potentially help. So this won't be a long video, but it will be something that I refer to as small levers move big doors, because these small incremental changes that you can make in your business can make all the world of difference. So as a business owner, it's important to know your numbers. And this is something that we'll show you here. So let me just share my screen, portion of the screen, share it. Okay, so I'm assuming you can see my screen now where it says double your business in 12 months. And let's look at a business owner's current numbers. So on the left-hand side is current, and this is, well, what if we could increase? So let's assume that this business gets 10 new monthly leads. And of those leads, the average sale value is $5,000. And then the conversion, the close rate is 20%. So every 10 leads that come through, they close 2 of them. 2 times 5,000 is $10,000 in their monthly revenue. Annual revenue is 120,000. Okay. So with a small increase of 25% in each of these 3 areas, you could take it from a number of leads from 10 to 12 and a half. It's math, so 13 maybe. From 5,000 to 6,250, and from 20% to 25%. And then we look at that and say, okay, well, what would that look like if that happened? So let's just go back here. And you would go from 10,000 to 19,531, and your annual revenue from 120 to 234, nearly doubling your revenue with just a small 25% increase. So now you sit there and say, well, okay, that's all fine and dandy, but what do we do to get that 25% increase? How do we increase 25% in each of these categories? Okay, so let's just take a look at the totals here. Let me put this back to, I think this was yellow. So that picked you up an additional $114,000 in revenue. Okay, so now I'll just kind of show you the magic sauce where what things that I would do and what we do to make this a reality. So let me just change this back to white. Okay. So let's look at the number of leads. So 10 to 12 and a half or 13. On the left-hand side, this is what I would deploy. I would deploy another digital asset. We call them rank and rent or lead gen websites. So you have your website, but what if I had another website that could also funnel you leads and bringing you in additional business? Second thing I would think about doing is I would think about doing a paid traffic campaign. A paid traffic campaign is like Facebook or Google PPC or Google Display or TikTok ads, and you'd run some ads very inexpensively to start bringing in some more attention and more eyeballs and potentially that new lead. Third thing you can do is you can join a BNI chapter, Business Networking International chapter. They're in every country around the world. It's a massive global organization, and you can definitely 100% increase your lead flow and referrals, warm referrals, and grow your business through BNI. Fourth thing would be Chamber of Commerce. Hey, you can join the Chamber of Commerce if only for the backlink they give you, which helps your SEO for your website. It would be worth it. But you'd also get in there and you meet and mingle with other local business owners. And it's all about relationships, just like BNI is. BNI is very structured, very business oriented. Chamber of Commerce is kind of more of a social. There is business that happens there. So if you combine those 4 areas, this is an easy way to get 25–30% increase in your monthly lead flow in these 3 areas. Okay, number 2, average sale. Well, what do we do to get the average sale from 5,000 to 6,250? Well, what if we had an upsell in our product? So, maybe you are you cut grass and you thatch grass and you put chemicals in grass, and you're like a landscaping company, and you charge X amount for your service. But what if you added gutter cleaning as a service? What if you added pressure washing? So now you're doing their grass, their lawn, their plants, their weeding, but now you're adding a couple of extra services to upsell or upcharge for your product and service. Second thing is increase your pricing. If you're really too busy, potentially you need to look at increasing your pricing. And even if you're not, sometimes the best thing for you to do is increase your pricing to see what is tolerable in your community. I said add more products, add more services. This was kind of where I'm thinking about upselling. So, you can upsell to a different product or service, but you can also upsell within that service as well. So, when I think of lawn care, I think of cutting the grass, weeding the lawn. But what about if I was dethatching or aerating? That's an upgraded service. So this is, 4 or 5 ways that you can increase the average sale price to get that 25%. And then conversion and close rate. So now you speak to 10 people and you convert 20%. So you convert 2 of the 10. Well, what if we increased it by adding a few simple things like a follow-up process that is dialed in and mainly automated? So the first thing I would do is when your phone rings, answer the phone. I don't care what you're doing, figure that part of it out, because you're not the only competitor anymore. And if they don't get a hold of you, they're going to get a hold of somebody else and you're going to lose that deal. So if you can't answer the phone right away, then the next goal would be to call back within the first 5 minutes. So maybe they're still researching online. Maybe you can catch them before they call somebody else. So the first 5 minutes is crucial. And if you have a sales team, scripting, I put here scripting, is super important so that everybody knows what you can do, time frames, pricing, whatever that might look like. You want to be able to have a script, a formula for when you answer the call or when you call back. And it's easy to script out your process. You sort of know what the problem is. You might want to agitate the problem when you're on the phone, and then you want to provide the solution, and then you want to close the deal in person or on the phone. So if you can, first of all, get to know your numbers. What are your current numbers? How many leads do you get per month? What's your closing rate on those leads? What's your average sales value on those leads? Okay. Then if you apply a 20, 25, 30% increase, what those numbers would look like. And wouldn't it be nice if we could get to like 20 grand a month as opposed to 10 or 25 grand a month? And then these are the steps that I would take a look at implementing in the system. Again, these are simple tweaks, small levers, move big doors. I'll go back and I'll show you my window back here is small levers, move big doors, because it's so true, right? Consistently applying small tweaks to your business can have a massive benefit. So that's really all I really wanted to show you, was how to double your business in 12 months or less. I'll take a screenshot of this and I'll leave it in the channel as well. And if you have any questions, look, hit me up. I'm here to help. I love helping business owners grow their business. And we're in the digital side. So we do SEO, lead gen. We do CRM, so you own and control your database is so important. But I encourage you to hit contractorsmarketinghub.com. It's a free community. It's on Skool, Skool, and that's where you can connect with other contractors. That's where you'll be able to see all kinds of training that I put in there, all about this digital marketing and how you should really try to own and control your digital marketing and also your customer data. So again, contractorsmarketing.com. And there's also a pocket coaching program in there. It's only 29 bucks a month. If you want to join that, you're going to get more of me on a more consistent basis. And I can answer your questions personally to kind of help you up over whatever struggles you're having. And then we could also take those services in-house and handle them for you. So I'm Paul Myers from Clark Communications. We've been working in the contracting, home service, entrepreneur space since 2016. I'd love to help your business out. If you have any questions, hit me up. Okay, thank you.